Are you an Amazon seller that's been curious about building an Amazon store page but don't know exactly how to get started? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that on the Sunken Stone channel. Welcome back to the Sunken Stone channel, where agencies, DIYers, and brands learn tips, tricks, and tutorials on how to sell better on Amazon. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Go ahead and hit the like button too, and the notification bell. You'll get latest up-to-date information on what's going on Amazon. It's really going to help your business out. Who doesn't want that? So with that, let's get started. Today, talking about brand stores. So why is this important? Earlier, like let's say 2020 and sort of before, brand stores were nice to have. They looked good, and when you clicked on, so in case you don't know, I'm just going to show you here real quick. So we're looking at Champion. The reason I chose Champion is because Amazon acquired Champion. That's kind of their brand. Anything that Amazon acquires, they end up having a really good Amazon presence. Surprise, surprise. So we're looking here at Champion. When you go and visit, so that button right there, visit the store, brings up this page. So if you don't have a brand store, let's say you don't have brand registry, it'll just take you to a search page. Like it would just take you to a search page with Champion in the search box. So if your brand was like, let's say it was something like Shades of Gray, it would type in Shades of Gray, and then the first result would of course be 50 Shades of Gray. Kind of a contrived example, not sure why that came top of mind. Make fun of me for that if you will, but that would just be an example of what would happen if you don't actually have a brand store page. So we're looking at Champion. So what do we see here? Big video up front. I really like Champion's brand presence also. Amazon has them, but I think they do a really good job. So we're looking at a bunch of different textiles, a bunch of cool little image tiles. So they format automatically. This works for mobile and desktop, so it automatically creates a mobile view, which is really, really helpful. And each of these images, so like here we're looking at this Champion of hoodies. So they have a hoodies and sweatshirts section, and this acts as a link to that hoodies and sweatshirt section. You can also do individual items. So like if you're not an apparel company that has categories and categories and categories, you just have a couple flagships, you can just link right to those in these pictures as well. You can also just include shopping links. So let's see one of my examples. So here we're looking at the home of Bulletproof, another company that I think has a really good Amazon presence. In here they just have a lineup of some of their top products. They have these sort of like lifestyle images, and then you can click into each of these. I think these are really cool. Click into this, MCT oils, takes you right here. So you have like this nice image. The whole thing looks just very nice and professional. And believe it or not, it does actually improve your conversion rate if you take your customers there through compared to like a poor store page. Now on our testing, the only ad type you can get to actually drive customers to the store page is a sponsored brand banner image. And the testing that we've done has just been like, really close but slightly worse results than the normal sponsored brand banner. So typically we just do the 3 ASINs. I'll show you what that looks like. So we're gonna back up a little bit here. So here is just a brand store. It looks a little bit different than this, but it basically you can just hop into categories versus just specific products. If you have a really good looking brand store, that can help you out. If not, you'll probably do maybe just a tiny bit of damage versus individual ASINs, because there's a little bit more friction there. You don't get to highlight reviews. So if you have an awesome brand store, send people to that brand store. If you're a little bit send them to the sponsored brand banner image for now. And the reason I say for now is because Amazon is showing a lot of indications that they're looking to build out their branding experience. So if you've ever been on mobile, you scroll down and you find the Amazon posts in a detail page, you have the option of following a brand. I'll show you what that looks like. So these are what Amazon posts look like. So if we're looking at something on mobile, you see these, they look very similar to sort of Instagram images, and you have the ability to follow. So people can follow your brand. So we're looking at this, you have this follow button right here. And when you follow a brand, they can reach out to you. They give you, like, the brand has special sort of distinction on your homepage when you follow a brand. And Amazon is in the future showing every indication that they're going to be adding to this brand experience. So if you're a brand and you're growing brand followers, in the coming years, that's going to be really, really valuable. So whatever you can do, whether that's using your existing email list to just send out an email and be like, hey, follow us on our Amazon store page, it would really help us out, or something to that effect. The customer acquisition tool, which is a new thing Amazon released, allows you to email the people that follow your brand. This is really powerful and not something that you can do any other way. Amazon is really close with their customer data. They don't let you interact with those customers individually like you could with, say, Shopify, but with this customer engagement tool, now you can. So that's all to say, building a brand store is really important in 2021, especially coming into 2022. If you put in the effort now, getting good lifestyle content, all these sorts of things, it's gonna pay outsized results when we're looking at like years in the future. So I'd say if you're going to do something to sort of future-proof yourself, building a good brand store would be one of those things. So what makes a good brand store? Mostly, just to give you the shortest answer possible, high quality content, good organization. That's it. Just high quality image and assets, organize things in the correct way, and highlight your main products up front. So like for Bulletproof, they have a lot of their big products like right here in a line, and then they have like all these individuals. I personally, instead of just doing these gummies, I would have like their MCT oils, their more popular products, just up front. And you can also include images that'll take you, right? So like here we're looking at Lego. They have this nice video. And then you can click in and shop any of these individual sort of like collections. So they highlight certain things with these images, and you can include like, look how special this looks. If you're just trying to shop for something, you know, like a toy, and you ended up here, it could be very tempting to just like hop into that because they can engage you with this nice looking image. So this shop now button isn't necessarily real, but it's a good call to action. I'd say this Lego store is doing it pretty much perfect. They have all their individual like bestsellers, new releases, all these items all broken out correctly, but they do it in these nice custom images that they made just for the Amazon store page. So these things are going to really pay dividends. Build images specifically for the brand store, knowing that you can link to either individual items or any of the sections that you create. So click into bestseller, takes us to this page. Once again, another custom image, and then they have all these best-selling Lego sections. So if you were driving outside traffic to your brand store page, you know, that it would be a really good experience versus just sending to an Amazon landing page that, you know, has Lego in the search bar. So this, for me, is pretty much the perfect brand store page. Furthermore, they have a holiday section, and when you look at their images, they're all sort of holiday branded. So they have, they took extra time for the holiday season to make sure that all their image assets look really good. They have like this video, they have like these little snowflakes. It's all very Christmas themed, and it's going to pay off for them in the long run because people are going to be searching around for toys. That's going to be a longer search journey just because people want to get it right. So building this good brand store is going to drive a lot of customers. And if I were a gambling man, I would say they're probably going to convert. So in summary, build a good high converting brand store page because Amazon is going to prioritize it in 2022. Make sure to use good lifestyle images and customize them for your brand store page itself with little tiny call to actions and things like that. Amazon might get rid of those things in the future, but take advantage of it while you can. And make sure it's well organized. Make sure that you're using the tiles and images and things that Amazon gives you access to. And make sure that all of your column or your headings for the brand store page itself all make sense and it's easy to shop. So there you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the like. It's really going to help us out, and it's really going to help you out because you're going to stay up to date on all things Amazon. And if you haven't already, check out the Amazon advertising hierarchy in the description. That's going to show you exactly how to build ad campaigns. Not necessarily something we touched on in this video, but if you're curious about Amazon PPC or anything like that, check out the Amazon advertising hierarchy in the description. And if you're brand new to Amazon PPC, check out our intro to PPC video up top. That's going to show you how to get started with Amazon advertising in 5 minutes or less. If you want more tips on how to reduce your ACoS, check out this video. It's our 7 tips to reduce campaign-wide ACoS. Really helpful stuff. Yeah, you could be saving thousands of dollars just from that video view alone. And with that, happy optimizing, everyone.